Hello, third grade. Happy Monday. So we are moving on from our additions. We are going to subtraction now. So we're going to be subtracting numbers up to 3 digits. So it's going to be a little bit of a review, but we're also going to be using bigger numbers. So the first thing we want to do is make sure our numbers lined up. So we have 845 minus or subtract 18. So we're taking away 18 from 845. So notice how my ones are lined up together, my tens are lined up, and my hundreds are lined up. So the first thing we want to do is, or the second thing, is subtract our ones. So our ones are the 5 and the 8. So I see the 5 on top, and I want to take 8 away from the 5. But if I have 5, I can't take away 8, so I have to borrow from my tens. So I'm going to borrow 1 from my tens. This turns into 3, and this number turns into 15. So 15 minus 8. So if I have 15 and I take away 8, how many are left? And if this helps, you can draw out lines like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then cross out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then count how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 15 minus 8 gives us 7, and I'm writing that in the ones place. Now we move on to our tens. So we have 3 minus 1. So if I have 3 and I take away 1, I'm left with 2. And then I have 8 minus nothing, which means I just bring my hundreds down, 8. So 845 minus or subtract 18 gives us 827. So now let's do some examples. So we're just going to start with this one here. So we start with our ones place over here. I have 2 minus 5, but if I have 2, I can't take away 5, there's not enough, so I'm going to regroup and borrow. So I'm taking from my tens, it turns into 2 because I'm going to borrow 1 and turn this to 12. So now I have 12 minus 5. So if you don't want to draw out the lines, you can go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it took 7 fingers when I counted up. So now it turns into 7. So then I go on to my tens. I have 2, take away 5. But if I have 2, I can't take away 5 because there's only 2. So I'm going to, again, borrow from my hundreds. So I take 1 away. So 8 turns to 7, and this turns to 12. That one goes here. So now I have 12 minus 5, which I had over here. So 12 minus 5 is 7. And then if I have 7 and I take away 6, I'm left with 1. So 832 minus 655 is 177. So make sure just to take your time with subtraction and always double check your answers. And if it helps, again, you can do dots on the side or tallies on the side to help with your counting. So now we're going to do our second example. I have 926 minus 519. So I'm starting with my ones place. I have 6 minus 9. Well, if I have 6, I can't take away 9. So I'm going to borrow from my tens. So I'm going to take 1 away and put that 1 here. And then I take 1 from the 2, which changes that to 1. So now I have 16 minus 9. I'm going to count up from 9 to 16. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I counted up and I have 7 fingers. So my answer is 7. And then I have 1 minus 1. So if I have 1 and I take away 1, I'm left with 0. And then I have 9 minus 5. So if I have a total of 9 and I take away 5, I'm left with 4 fingers. So my answer is 407. So now we're going to go to our last problem, 677 minus 24. So I have 7 and I take away 4, I'm left with 3. And if I have 7, and I take away 2, I'm left with 5. And then I go to my hundreds. 6 minus nothing brings me down to 6. So just remember, if the smaller number is on top, we're going to have to borrow from our tens place if it's in the ones, and if a smaller number is in our tens place, we're going to have to borrow from the hundreds. So don't forget to do your regrouping and take your time and have fun. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Bye, 3rd grade.